down there doing stuff.
Okay, it does look as if we are live. Good evening, everybody.
Hello.
Good evening. Yes, hello. We are live here on the YouTubes. A couple of minutes late. Apologies. I had to grab my patch because I realised if I didn't have my patch on, everybody would be asking me about my patch for the first 10 minutes. So we'd have no conversation apart from Lisa's eye patch. Probably. So also, as I've put it on, I've messed up my hair, something chronic. Look at that. It's so annoying. How did the pirates ever deal with getting their hair done and then having to wear a high patch? A high patch. Yes. Anyways, hopefully you can hear us all okay. Let us know if you can in that there lovely chatty chat box. All of that looks to be on. Awesome. It certainly looks okay today, doesn't it? It looks like everything's good. So Christine Scott, hello everyone. Oh, let me bring up the doodah. I didn't do that. That's one thing I didn't do today. I know, right?
I know, life has been busy.
Life has been lifing. It really has. Good evening, Christine Scott. Good evening, Susie. Says, good evening, everyone. Hello, Lisa and Rufus. Karen CC says, evening, everyone. Captain Wonky. Oi, Captain. Says, I made myself laugh.
I know, right? You control.
Because I was about to go, aye, Captain. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? SpongeBob SquarePants. Hi, Dormouse. Hello, my darling. Grumpy is home.
Captain Wonky lives under the sea, Yeah, probably.
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? Captain Wonky.
But that's all right though, because it's like free food, so you know it's fine. Yeah.
I know, right? It's not speed though. It's not speed.
No.
Good evening, Dormouse. Dormouse, I don't know whether you replied to the email because my emails are all over the place at the moment, but I need your address, my darling. Send me your address, please. If you've done it already, I apologise. I haven't had it pop up in my email list. Anne-Marie Pollock, good evening to you. Shen London, evening everyone, good evening. Jane Thompson, all okay? That's good. We're okay. Are you okay, my darling? Yeah. Evening all, says Lisa Temlet. I don't know how to say it anymore. My brain's not working today. No. It's been a busy old couple of days, hasn't it, Rufus?
Yes, it really is.
So then, we will start, as always, by saying, good evening, everybody. This is Beyond Authentic Health. This is the Losers Club, where we are lifting ourselves, sharing experiences and reducing shame around weight loss. This is our Weigh-In Wednesday. This is a live stream that we do each and every week at 6:30 p.m. On PM UK time. Yeah, that's the one. So if you don't know already, I'm Lisa.
I'm Rufus.
We are both on that there Slimming World online, and you take a minimal amount of Manjaro, and I'm on it for diabetes, which may or may not make a difference. It doesn't seem to, does it? On a not certainly not on any consistent basis. Good Lord. I know, right? People go, I'm on Manjaro, I have a weight loss every week. I go, really? What's that like then? So anyway, the Losers Club is all about supporting each other regardless of what plan you're on, whether you are trying to lose weight using the jabs or tablets. Now they've got them, haven't they, in the States? Weight loss tablets.
Or even Weight Watchers.
We had weight loss tablets. There was weight loss powder back in the day when I was in my late 20s. I lost a ton of weight, but it was a powder you had to see a certain guy around the back of the... Let's not go there.
Weight Watchers though, so you've got to sit and watch your weight.
I know, right? You just watch it, right? Going,
Weight Watcher.
What are you doing to it? What's happening then?
I know.
Have you lost any? That's what you got to do. So Weight Watchers, calorie counting, Manjaro, Wegovy, the other one.
Some people just eat healthy-ish and do
intermittent fasting, Atkins, whatever plan you're on, we are here to offer you some support. And that is also whether or not you are a gainer, a loser, or a maintainer. We try and support everybody on this here channel. We've got a wonderful community, many of which are appearing in the chat. So good evening to, talking of which, Audrey, hello my darling. Hello Lisa, Rufus and everyone, hello to you. Debster's World, hello Debbie, how are you doing my darling? And Dormouse, Lisa, this Dormouse lives in a deep dark cave beside the hairy coo field. Who lives in a deep dark cave beside the hairy coo
field?
Our friend Dormouse.
Yes.
Something and something and something and poo. Our friend Dormouse.
They do leave a trail.
Yes, they do. Yes. What Dormouse does?
No, just mice.
The cows.
Yes.
It's
All
not a
of them,
mouse.
yeah.
It'll be next to the hairy coo.
Oh.
That's a cow in Scottish.
Oh, yeah.
I
There'll
know
be
that.
those then.
Yes.
You won't be able to miss them. They'll be. Yeah.
Big, large cows
Yes,
everywhere.
yes,
Exactly.
Yeah.
So then, Rufus, let's start with this week in real life. What have we done this last week in real life? What happened?
Oh.
You were away again?
I was away.
Gallivanting, kicking your legs up at a nightclub, dancing on tables.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Putting £50 notes in strippers' thongs and
I was in
getting
cupboards.
boobies in.
It.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
None of that. I was about to say at Stringfellows. I don't even know if that's still a thing. Is that even still a thing? I'm so blooming old. I went Stringfellows. Oh no, he's been dead 20 years. Probably not even a thing, is it? It shows how old I am. Yeah. Talking of which, we've got a flashback for all of you. Where are you? You're there. We've got a flashback for all of you later. Very different, not that sort of flashy, but a very different type thing. We're going to talk about that a little bit later on today. So that's going to be really interesting. So yes, but anyway, go on, Rufus. Why were you away this here lovely weekend just gone?
I was
malarkey
down at families and just helping sort lots of stuff out. Stuff for charity. Some of it would be like my mum's larger clothes from when she was a bit bigger. Now she's obviously a lot smaller. None of those fit her anymore, so I've had to go down there, collect all that stuff and then bring it back here. Some of it's been put through the wash. There was loads of new clothes as well, not touched, with labels and stuff on.
When we say some, we're talking a carload.
Yeah, there was like a whole car full, and I had to cram it full. And there's still more stuff to bring back.
The car wasn't just full; it was full.
Yeah, and also like there's 4 giant. I don't know if you ever see in the supermarket like banana boxes when you go pick bananas, or like the big trays. There's like 4 or 5 big boxes worth loads of that of crafting gear. So if people like making cards and stuff like that, some of it will be available.
Yeah.
But there's a lot, all like brand new stuff, lots and lots of stuff. So,
and what Rufus said we were going to do with some of it is offer it up to Losers Club members.
People like,
I wonder if we can do it with a discount.
Oh yeah, of course you can.
So like, I know what I mean is on eBay, whether there's an offer that you can put a discount code in. I'll have a look at that.
I don't know, but yes, there's a lot of really good craft stuff if people like doing cards.
Yeah, I know a lot of our community are very crafty.
I know, right? But we've also got loads of new clothes, coats, all sorts of stuff, like brand new, never touched.
And lots of bits and pieces in different sizes, everything from an 18 up to a 24. A lot of different brands as well. A lot of QVC items and Bon Marche, if somebody likes Bon Marche, which I'm not going to knock.
But I say there's loads of Bon Marche stuff that I said still got all brand new labels, never touched, still in
not even that, Rufus. In the carrier bag with the labels attached, with the receipt.
With the receipts and stuff, yeah, as well.
Absolutely bonkers. But just to, if anyone doesn't know, your parents haven't passed.
Oh no,
your mum's
no.
in a care facility getting a lot of support.
This is like just
being well.
Stuff that she may have bought over the last like 30 years, or some stuff's in the last 10 years or so, but
some of it's 10 to 15 years, the majority, although there is a couple of items that you brought up that are 90s, 80s.
Yeah.
So a bit interesting.
But yeah, like I say.
Oh, and also, where's that Weight Watchers thingy gone that we're going to talk about later? I can't remember what year this was.
It worked out that I would have been like 17 or something like that when I went.
Yeah. So was that did we say 1991?
I don't know, but I would have been. Yeah, I would have. It would if it was 91, and I was 17. Then.
Yeah, so it's 91 then.
So I was 17, and me and my mum went to Weight Watchers, and the strangest little booklet that.
Shall I show them now?
It was something I picked out. The leaflet and all that was one that I picked out of a carrier bag that had some mints or something in it, like some polosy type stuff. and it got a bit sticky on the top. But
this is from 1991. This is the Weight Watchers catalogue. All you need for a superstar, it says. Yeah. So you could buy in 1991 a starter pack which had, and I remember this because my mum had this. It had a little Weight Watchers branded set of kitchen scales, tiny little square one, with a set of plastic measuring spoons, a shape tape, a healthy eating guide, and the unique Start Now book with tips on exercise, healthy eating, and lots of success stories. And it included a £5 off voucher. This was £9.95 plus postage and packing, which was an extra, did it say £2.50? Sorry, extra an extra £2.50 for a single item, and then 2 items £4.50, and 3 or more £6. So the postage is even more.
Back as well. You can buy books you can collect.
But that starter pack we looked at, £9.95 in 1991. That would equate to £27 in today's money with inflation and everything else. So it really does put into perspective the amount of money that Slimming World charge, which is minimal compared to that. There's also the books in here, Weight Watchers cookbooks.
You've got
the Weight Watchers cookbooks were £8.95. The quick calorie guide single page poster for £1.50.
You can still find like Weight Watcher groups if you look online.
The Carefree Cooking Weight Watchers book was £7.95 in 1991 money. That's over £20 in today's money, and yet a Slimming World cookbook is £4.95 still, £5.95.
But if you've been to any of like the Weight Watchers like recent or in the last few years, what sort of price was it?
Yeah, because this is a proper antique. Proper antique. You could get
1991.
Oh yes, but you could tell this was the 90s are just coming in, because you could get yourself a Waymaster water filter that goes in the fridge, a fridge jug for water, for £9.95 as well. Just a little jug.
Not being funny though, she's like nearly 35 years old.
Yeah, there you go. And we've also got the little Weight Watchers book thing as well.
There's a few recipes that come in this little tiny little booklet.
So again, apologies for the stuck together pages. I've got some Lego pieces holding it open so it doesn't.
I just saw it and I was just like, oh my bleeding God.
So you could have a snack twice a week, and you could have
twice a week
1 tablespoon of full fat cream cheese, or 60 grams of flavoured ice cream. 3 tablespoons.
Jane wouldn't be impressed with that.
I know, right? Oh, hang on.
Twice a week?
Hang on. 30 ml of liqueur.
Oh, what?
Yes. As part of that plan. Unlimited vegetables.
Unlimited?
Yes, bean sprouts. Bean sprouts, beetroot, broccoli, Brussels. Wow. There's all sorts in there.
Can you believe it? Unlimited.
Unlimited. Their food plan was unlimited.
That is shocking.
I know, I couldn't sing very well. So, a Slimming World dinner.
Like unlimited.
Not a Slimming World dinner. A Weight Watchers dinner from 1991. You could have... Oh, look. You could have the Salmon Mornay ready meal. 1 Weight Watchers from Heinz Salmon Mornay with peas. That was your dinner. And you could have that with French bread, with 1 teaspoon of low-fat spread, 7.5 tablespoons of low-fat natural yogurt mixed with 1 packet Ovaltine options, instant chocolate drink powder. Oh, well, I have that these days. I have the options.
I know, right?
Is it Ovaltine? Make options. Oh, my God, that's amazing. All of these dinners contain 1 bread, 1 fat, 1 milk, 2 protein, 2 or more vegetable selections, 1 floater, and up to 50 optional
The options
calories.
is something that does keep you on plan.
It really does. I love it. I love it. It's really good for keeping me on plan.
Yeah.
But anyway, there you go. That was a blast from the past. Absolutely bonkers.
The Super Start.
Yes, from 1991. We're keeping it as an heirloom. A family heirloom for Rufus.
I know, right?
So apart from all of that, Rufus, you were away.
I was away.
Which means that obviously when you're away, the mouse will play.
Yeah, I was a little bit stressed, I think. Just, yeah. But
did you go off plan?
No, not at all.
Did you
no.
eat Mars bars?
No. I took my food with me. It was all
We batch cooked again.
portioned. It was 2 evenings of food.
Yeah, one was the chili that we had with rice.
Yeah.
And then the other one you did the...
It was the
lentil
It was
dal.
It was the black bean, squash, and lentil dal, I think, which is in the new book.
The Ultimate Fakeaway book.
So I made that, but instead of like butternut squash, which I think it says on there to put, we had a pumpkin that still needed using that we'd stored. So I chopped that up and used half of that went into it. I thought it was quite nice. It was all right.
Yeah.
It was quite nice.
It was good. So I had the same.
Yeah.
I've written everything down that I've eaten this week. I found that really useful, actually.
Yeah, I've still been doing that while I've been away.
Yeah,
so it's like,
I actually have found it really useful just to keep track.
It just helps you. I think just helps you focus on what you're having.
Yeah.
So when you're sitting there writing it down, going, "I'm actually just about to have this."
It also makes me feel accountable.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. And what I would like to do is, if anybody wants to see my food diary, what I've eaten in the weeks, then send me a message on the Losers Club on Facebook, and I'll happily put the like photo each page to show you exactly what I've been eating.
But we don't write it as of how Slimming Well tell you to put it.
No.
We write down what meals we've had. We know what type of meals we have, so we write down what meal it is.
Yeah.
And sometimes, obviously, our rice and things like that will be portioned so that, you know, we don't overeat the rice and all of these things. So, you know, the right amounts of everything.
Calculated.
Yeah.
But so that we've done as well, isn't it? So we've, you know, it's been a stressful week again. I thought I was going for a eye hospital appointment. Turns out it was a dermatology appointment. Almost ended up at the wrong place, which was good. In the taxi, and I went, I'll just double check.
The day before you went, and then
but the thing is,
I wasn't there, so
my brain doesn't work entirely 100%. So when Rufus says to me on the phone on the Sunday, he says, "Don't forget you've got a hospital appointment tomorrow," and I went, "Oh yeah, I have." Right, my brain went, hospital appointment. It's for my eye, obviously. I know my appointment. It's 11 o'clock. Right, I've got the taxi. I was going to get a bus, but you said get a taxi.
I said get a taxi.
So I ended up getting a taxi. Blah blah blah. And everything was good job I did. Anyway, so my brain on automatic was like, right, I'm going here. And something in the back of my head said, it's not the eye clinic. It's your other appointment. And I checked whilst we were in the taxi, just as we were about to make a turn off the road that we needed to be on to go to the dermatology appointment. Different hospitals. So it's like we go to here and then one hospital's that way, one hospital's that way. And I was literally coming up to the crossroads and I went, "Oh, no. It's not that hospital. I need to go to this one instead." So off we toddle.
It's just as well then, isn't it?
I know.
I said to you, get a taxi because
but you
with your eye,
you take
it makes
the appointment.
Your balance is
my balance
great.
is shocking.
So get the taxi and then you're going to get there safe. Even if you wanted to get the bus back, then But then you went to the shop just right next to it.
There was a Lidl up the road.
And then got the taxi back from there.
So then, so that was our week.
Yeah.
You exhausted yourself, didn't you? Sorting out mum's old clothes in the wardrobes and cupboards.
Things that I struggle with is like, I will start a task and then once I start, like, I could have I was in the kitchen and I'd gone through one cupboard and organised that, then gone into the next one and thought, look, opened the cupboard and went, oh, this one as well, right, go on to that one and then so on.
Yeah.
And before I realised it, it's
take
like
a break.
2.5 days later,
you're in the car on
where
the way
I
back,
was really happy that things were organised and better for my dad. But also, I didn't stop. Like I say, I'd gone from, I don't know, 8:30 getting up to, I think, 10 o'clock or so I would go to bed, but I'd eat my food about 8 o'clock or so in the evening, and then I've got an hour
which is
or
normal
a couple of hours, and then speak to you, and then I go to sleep. And it was just constant, like for nearly 2.5 days.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that, like I say, I would do anything to help if I can help. Then that's, so I was pleased that I did. But But yeah,
it was a lot.
It was a lot. Just mentally, everything. Just
So then, let's have a look in the chat. Smofio says, hi all, just lurking and working this evening. Lurking and working, I like that. Captain Wonky, you saw lots for Lego flowers in Cards Direct this this week. Meant to take a picture for Lisa, but forgot. That's all right, my darling. Evening all, says Duchess of Oak Trees. Evening to you, my darling. Emma, you nearly had an eye patch this week. Why? After a mad eye appointment for a Facebook... What? FB? I don't know what that means. For FB, stuck behind my tear duct since August. I don't know. Doctor kept poking it, then tried to roll your eyelid up. Lose it using a biro?
What?
Jesus.
Change doctors.
I would. Absolutely. It swelled shut. I'm not surprised. Dormouse, only thing I remember about Weight Watchers years ago was a wee purple points calculator. I can't remember how said calculator worked out points, but my neighbour took it everywhere with her. Wow.
But you could tell that it was mainly focused on women because of the colours. Everything was in pink.
Audrey says there used to be Scottish slimmers up here, and you got a scale. Hang on, I can't read that. And tape measure. Hang on, I need to put my glasses on because I can't see without that. I wonder if it was modelled on WWE. Yeah, it could have been.
Could have been.
Debbie's World, early for non-scale victories, but I can now feel my top ribs. Yeah, my bra band is rubbing on them. Well done to you.
Yeah, I've had that lately. That's so weird. If you've not had that your whole life, it's
what,
like
your bra strap rubbing on your ribs.
Yes, yeah. But when before I get up,
what?
Because you feel when you go to bed, it's like when you get up, you're obviously depleted.
Have I missed something? I know I've got a dodgy eyesight. I ain't got that dodgy
I'm talking.
Eyesight. Are you?
That when you're is it depleted, when you're sort of like a bit more dry in the morning, that when you're laying there, that you can feel your ribs and that a bit more, and it's like... But I don't remember getting to this weight before, so that's probably why. Yeah. Apart from when I was at school.
Grumpy did Scottish Swimmers, Audrey, on a Saturday morning with a group of men on local radio show to raise money for charity. Did it work? Did he lose any weight? Deborah Fleming says, hello, how is your eye? The bubble of gas and whatever they put in is now like a little pebble, like a little glass bead or something that's in there. But it's right, like if I'm looking directly at you, it would be here. So it's right there, and if I move my head down and look straight down, it rolls, because obviously it's fluid, it bubbles to exactly where the pupil is. The other day I could see relatively okay, as in something. I could make out where the clock was on the wall, and I could see that there were hands. I couldn't quite work out the time.
Shortly after you
woke up, yeah. Then... whereas now we're back to... It's thin tracing paper.
But it could be like... It's
not tracing paper like it was, but thin tracing.
Improve a tiny bit.
Tiny bit of improvement, which we'll take. Duchess of Oak Tree says you remember that wee purple points calculator. Yeah, well done to Grumpy for raising money. That was amazing. 1991, the year your daughter was born. Wow. Good evening, Janet. Says hi, Lisa, Rufus and everyone. Elspeth Gray says last year you got it for £5 online per month for a year's subscription as a special price. What's that, Weight Watchers? That's really good. Audrey, in 1991 your son was 10 and your daughter was 7. Wow. This group of guys in a morning DJ had a blast between them. They raised a good amount and highlighted men's health and well-being. That's amazing.
That's cheap.
That's super cheap. £5 a month. Yeah. A memorable year, yes. Have you seen Slimming World activity appeal to users of weight loss jabs to join groups to help support them and help Slimming World with research? But as you know, they aren't allowed any awards. Have they?
Yes.
They're actively appealing for people on jabs. That is bonkers. What is your Lego channel? The Lego channel is Beyond Authentic Bricks. Hold off on that because I need to change something on it. So there's no real videos posted on there at the moment. However, can I just point out our t-shirts, courtesy of QWERTY. I did pay for them. They're not free.
That's what they're saying about the people are not allowed to have any awards, but
Yeah.
come and we'll support you, but you're not getting no awards.
Yeah. Talk about your t-shirt. Rufus's t-shirt, for those of you with eyesight issues, is a navy blue t-shirt. It has a picture of a shark with the words "I love salad"
Because I love salad.
in a speech bubble, because Rufus does love salad. However, above that, underlined, it says "sharkasm."
Yeah, because I like sharks and...
Not as in an orgasm, but as in sarcasm, because the shark is saying "I love salad," so it's being a sarcastic shark.
Yeah.
But you do like shark, don't you?
I do.
Yes. And my t-shirt is the Black Knight from Monty Python and the Holy Grail, who goes, "Come on, I'll fight you. 'Tis but a flesh wound," when he gets his arm chopped off. And then he basically gets his arms and legs chopped off, and he's bouncing around on his torso, and he goes, "Come here, I'll beat you." That one. That Dark Knight, and he's in pieces, and
made a Lego.
look at all the red everywhere, where it looks like it could be blood from being dismembered. It's not. It's the Lego bits. So these are the pins that go in the torso, and that's the pin that goes on that little. That's the hole. That's the pin, and they put them together in a little Lego figure. Yeah. So I was like, I quite like Monty Python. I quite like Monty Python, and it's Lego. So put the two together, and of course I'm going to go, oh, and they were on a special offer, so I got 2 t-shirts, so one each. So yes, good evening, Rachel Beresford. Hi all, says Rachel. Good evening, Ethelred the Unready. Good evening, Ed. Oh my God, Rachel, you're in hospital. What has happened? I hope you're okay, my darling. I hope you're okay. Let us know how you are, my darling. FB was a foreign body. Oh, a foreign body behind your tear duct. You're still shocked about the flipping biro. I would be, Emma. I would be contacting pals and making a complaint, to be honest. Yeah. A biro is not hygienic in any way, shape or form. It's not sterile. Probably been in his mouth. Ugh. Karen Duar, good evening, my darling. She says, evening all. Chemo starts next week, so braved the shave last night and got a #1 all over before chemo makes it fall out. I bet you are rocking it though, my darling. I bet you look awesome with a buzz cut. I did it once. We did Brave the Shave for charity. We did, yeah. Well, you did it for charity more recently. I did it years ago, and I have the type of head where they must have used forceps. And they must have done it really, really hard, because my head goes round at the top, and then where it would normally join, it's like another domey bit. So it goes like this, and then a domey bit on top. It's very odd. My head almost looks like a Lego minifigure head from front on. So yeah. Anyway, I hope you are okay. Let us know how everything goes, my darling. Fingers crossed for you. Janet, hey Lisa and Rufus, it's retirement day on Friday. Wow, that's really good. Again, Janet, congratulations on retirement. Let us know how that goes for you. Sean the sarcastic shark. I like that. Sean the sarcastic shark. Sean the sarcastic shark. Sean Connery. Awesome. Sean. Janet, after 31 years, my God, darling, that's amazing. Dormouse says, well done, Karen. It's a big leap to make, but I'm sure you will own and rock the #1 buzz cut. Absolutely. I agree 100%. Oh, excuse me. Right then, let's have a wee look. So then, Rufus. Yeah. Well, there's no Tuesday today, is there? Because we've already sort of done it, because we didn't do Tuesday yesterday.
Yeah, when I got back, well, was it Monday? Yeah, Monday.
It was.
And then yesterday, I still had a whole car full of stuff to go through. So we started doing that, and then realised that we didn't have the spice for the kebab meat. So we've ordered that. That came today. But yeah, so we've still, even up till today, we've still been going through stuff. So we've now rebagged the charity stuff, and some stuff is staying, obviously, to sell a few bits for charity stuff, and then there's a load of charity stuff in the car which is going to go to St Gemma's.
which is a local hospice up
Yeah,
here, which
so
helped when
people
my
are-
mum was passing
yeah.
away. But they help with everybody with
Yeah.
end of life care.
Yeah.
Amazing charity. And
So we had to go through it all, haven't we? And
yeah.
sort
and we,
all of it.
well, we've got two lots of
Lots of
charities,
stuff, yeah.
because the
Oh,
other
yeah,
one
the
is
other one,
going
yeah,
to, we call it the tip shop. It's the local tip, but they've got a little shop that they sell items in that are donated, and that money goes to keeping the projects that they help fund going.
Yeah.
So it's more sort of recycling and more helping people back into work and that sort of thing. So basically anything that's got a slightly higher value goes to St Gemma's. Anything that's slightly cheaper goes to the tip shop, because they sell everything off at like £1 for a pair of jeans. Do you know what I mean? They sell it low and stack it high type place. The sort of place that Laura and Kath from
we're going
Back to Basics.
bits and pieces
Back
from,
to Basics? Yeah. My brain went, no, the other name, their old channel name. So yeah, it's the sort of place that they would go to and pick up a load of bits. So
Was it Budget?
it was, yes, back in the day, it was. So then we're going to skip then, because we weren't well enough to do Tuesday yesterday, and because we were going out to get weighed, and then we had to drop stuff off at the charity shop and then everything else. By the time we got back, we didn't get back till nearly 7, did we? So it was just absolutely bonkers. So yeah. So then, topic of the week, we're going to jump to our topic of the week this week. We want to talk about something that I briefly mentioned on Sunday, and Jane spoke about on her video on Saturday, and it's this idea of what we mean by being a lifer. And for us on the Slimming World plan, we've talked about this being our lifestyle. We talk about this, and now we actively, us and Jane, we actively use the term lifer now. We are lifers. And what that means is, basically, this is how we eat now. It's not until we hit target. This is how we eat. We love the food we eat. We have very full plates of very flavorful food. It's a bit of a what's the word? It's a bit of a headache at times, because we cook the majority of our food from scratch. We do have quick and easy to go stuff, don't we? Like beetroot burgers, or like tonight we've got the L.O.S.E.R.S sausages from Sainsbury's. But for us, this is how we eat. This is a long-term weight management program, if you like, a long-term weight management lifestyle. This isn't a diet for us. This isn't something that we're going to do, keep on, get to target, and then relax and just go off and do the things, or go off and doing, this isn't what we're about. And it is one of those things, you say you can't out-exercise bad food or a bad diet.
No, you can't. Nope.
So what do you mean by that then?
Meaning that you can't go, right, well, I've had all of this and it was all on plan, but I'm going to have that and that as an extra little treat for myself. So maybe that was something that might be in 6 whips or something. But if you did it repeatedly, consistently, every so often, but it wasn't really on plan and you didn't count it properly, the likelihood if you went, actually, I'm going to go out and do 10,000 steps.
I'm going to get on the bike for 2 hours.
It's not about how many steps you do. It gives you a good feeling. You get good endorphins from it just makes you feel good.
And you tone up
get some extra steps, and you might burn a few calories, but the likelihood of you having your weight drop that week, you could see a gain on the scale instead. And so everything is always 100% all about your nutrition. If you want to go out and do extra walking and that, great, but it is all about your food, is obviously what will help your weight drop.
Exactly. And I think one of the tips that we want to, or a few of the tips we want to talk about, one of them is to make the plan easy and be kind. And what we mean by that, we always say, if you don't want to eat it, don't buy it, right? That is our number one fundamental rule. If we don't intend eating it, why buy it? Because if we buy it, we know we're going to eat it.
And then what cupboard you put the stuff in. If you buy yourself a little treat, oh, it's only a little treat,
Yeah.
but it's a multi-pack of something. I put it in the cupboard.
But
You know where it is.
It doesn't matter. If you're allergic to eggs, for example, right? You eat an egg, or peanuts. You're allergic to peanuts, right? That's quite a common allergy. You have a peanut, throat swells up, EpiPen, all of that. You are not going to go and buy
peanut butter, are you? Or
well, no, a KP salted peanuts, the big ones you get at Christmas time, and put in the cupboard, because you're never going to eat it, so you wouldn't have it in your house. It's the same with food that for us we choose not to eat. We don't have chocolate in the house. We don't have cake in the house. We don't have any of that because we choose not to eat it. So I'm not depriving myself in any way because I just choose not to eat that food. Therefore, I'm not going to go and buy a cake and put it in the cupboard, because if I were to do that, my brain would go, there's a cake in the cupboard. Go and eat the cake. There's a cake in the cupboard. Go and eat that cake. Go and eat the cake that's in the cupboard. Go and eat that cake. There's a cake in the cupboard. Did you know there's a cake in the cupboard? Oh,
you're just putting it there to tease yourself, and it's like, what's the point?
So if you don't want to eat it in the first place, don't buy it in the first place.
Like there's no point, you know, starting some sort of healthy eating plan, whether it be Slimming World, Weight Watchers, or whatever you're doing. If you put that stuff there, it's just tempting all the time, and it's like, you know, you're just going to trip yourself up.
Yeah, exactly. The other thing is that we've learned this time round to be consistent with using our SWIPs and using them as part of our meals to enhance our meals. So tonight we're having sausages. How many SWIPs is each sausage?
One SWIP.
And we're going to have 2 each, or we might even have 3 each, push the boat out. Yeah. But we'll have some sausages, we'll have some I think we're doing beans and chips or something, aren't we?
Yeah,
or potatoes, something like that. Jacket potato, an easy, quick and easy dinner.
Yeah.
With some coleslaw on the side, because we've got some coleslaw that we made that needs using. So that's a really, really lovely dinner.
Yeah.
It will have SWIPs in it. If we have 3 sausages and the coleslaw, that'll be 4 or 5 SWIPs on our plate.
Well, it depends. Like I said, if you make your coleslaw mix, do it yourself and add yogurt to it and some seasoning, like a bit of salt, pepper and whatever in there, then it's free.
It's free, but I like mine with mayonnaise. Yeah. So I will use a couple of SWIPs worth of lighter than light mayonnaise to give it that mayonnaisey, proper creamy, coleslaw-y flavour. Yeah. So mine will be, it will have a bit of mayonnaise in it, whether we end up splitting it or I just have mine with a bit of yogurt and a bit of mayo. But we use our SWIPs to make our food tasty, so that our food isn't diet food. We're not doing the cabbage soup diet. Do you know what I mean? No. We are eating lots of flavours. We've got the biggest spice collection going. We didn't have butter.
No, we're not like some people who used to think that by having a healthy eating plan and, you know, being healthy was all about eating just a pile of vegetables and a pile of salad on a plate.
Which we do have a pile of salad. We had salad yesterday, delicious.
But it's
you love salad.
What I mean is, it's not something that we do all the time. We have a lot of varied different types of food.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I say, we just have a good variety. I think a good mix of stuff, and it's stuff that we're happy to eat, and we don't get bored of what we're eating. It's just...
But we're consistent with it, aren't we? We're consistent with using our SWIPs within that 5 to 10 safety zone, sometimes, you know, up to the 15 that we're allowed, and not feeling bad about it, not feeling in any way guilty. We had those Tesco ready meals. One was 11, I think one was 9, and we had half and half each, so it worked out 10 each.
We do have days like that, but then I said a lot of our days, I think we try and sort of go between 5 and 10 most days. But
all of last week, I think one day I got up to 8 1/4.
Yeah. So,
that was the most. Most of the days are like 6 and 7. 6, 7, 6, 7. But we're consistent with it. And because we're consistent with it, we know we can use our SWIPs in that way. We don't have to not eat any and go, oh my God, I'm not having any SWIPs because I really want to lose weight this week. Or, oh no, I had a ready meal and I had 11 SWIPs on a day. Because it's a consistent thing that we do week in, week out. We've got that variety, and I think that for us that really does help. But also I think we've had to change how we think about Slimming World. This isn't weight loss.
No.
This is weight management. And that's a massive change. And so because of that, I've got a thing down here. It says, focus on the big picture, not just a weekly goal. So we do have a weekly goal.
Yeah.
We know what we want to lose roughly each week. But if we don't get that, okay. If we lose more than that, great. If we lose less than that, okay. We look at it on that monthly or even 6 week, 2 monthly scale now. Because that allows us the fluctuations week to week,
and also writing down what it is you intend to eat, so you know what you're going to have for your lunch and maybe your main meal. What sort of snacks might you want? You know, are you going to be cooking with, you know, a little, I don't know, making some muffins out of, I don't know, your healthy extras, or you know what you're going to have. And it's by writing it down you can kind of see, you know, oh, maybe if I do that and have some cottage cheese and something later on, and I've had chickpeas and something else today, maybe that would be too much protein. So
not enough speed.
I will, you know, you can see what you're going to have and try and sort of balance things out so that, you know, you do get the results you want. But if you just kind of, I think writing down, I always say, if you're writing down everything item for item in your food diary, I think I look at it and it's just a mess. To me, it's just a load of food things. I'm like, what did I eat? What meal did we make out of it?
Yeah.
And that to me, I think, is what used to, you know, if I go back and look at the first 4 food diaries we ever did, I have no idea what we ate.
No.
Apart from just the items that were on it, and I don't know what meal we made out of it.
No. But the thing is, by looking at that longer term as well, going back to the longer term picture, the big picture, by looking at that, a one-off result doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because it isn't enough data to let you know whether the plan's working or not, whether you need to start making a smaller size, smaller portions, or whether you need to start doing something different. A 1 week result on those scales, whether you've had a gain, whether you've had a loss, whether you've had a maintain, that is not enough data to look at. By looking at the overall picture, you go, that one day there, I gained £4. Okay, what did I do the week before? Oh, I lost 3. What did I do the week after? I lost 2. What did I do the week after that? I lost 2. So in that 4 week period, you've lost 2 there, 2 there, and 3 there. So you lost £7, but yet you had a gain of 4. Let's have a look. Overall, that is a net loss of £3. You don't know what caused that week. It could have just been a blip. It could have been water. It could have been too much salt. It could have been whatever.
Yeah.
If you're consistent and you're having your swips and you're having the sort of a varied diet week in, week out, you will get a little bit of a fluctuation week to week. Whether that's £1 or 2, that's fine. Yeah. If you suddenly do what I was doing, where I suddenly get a massive gain, I know that's a blip. I know because of the health conditions I have, that is absolutely a random, my body's doing a random thing. Equally, when I'd come in and go, oh, I've lost £8 this week. And everyone goes, how did you manage that, Lisa? I don't know. I've done exactly the same thing as I did last week. That is not enough data to change up or change anything in the plan. That is just my body having a blip.
Yeah.
Right? Whether I gained or lost, it's a nonsense. 1 week, looking at the scales on 1 week and going, I know what I need to do. I've had a maintain, or I've had a gain that week. I need to do an SP week.
Yeah.
I need to 777. I only have 7 swips. I need to, whatever it is. No, try and stick to the plan as you have done for a couple of weeks. Eat similar food for a couple of weeks, and then you'll see, there is a pattern here. I've gone over my swips 3 days in a row, or I've gone over this, I've gone under that. By looking at that longer term picture, that's where you get to know, right, okay, for 3 weeks I've had a gain on the trot. That's really unlike me. What have I done different in these last 3 weeks? Oh, I changed my cereal. I thought that was a healthy extra. It turns out it wasn't, and actually I should have been swipping it because it's quite high in whatever.
And if you've got a trail of, like, basically doing a food diary and writing down everything that you've been eating, that way you can tell, okay, I did this and I made that change in the last few weeks then, and the one before that, I did okay, and then I started having problems. Maybe it's that I just need to go back. And week by week, at the end of your 7 days, write down what you lost that week in your diary, and then you'll have an idea then of basically looking at it and seeing maybe what you do need to change or move about.
And the thing is, when you when you see a pattern, that's when you know to make a change. So it could be that you've had the most stressful couple of weeks. Stress is high, you've not been sleeping, you've been on plan, but you've not been sleeping well, you've been super stressed, everything is like, oh my god, whatever the reason. It could be family emergency, it could be your health, it could be someone else's health, it could be, you had your car stolen and you're trying to fix it and get whatever it is. Life is always going to life, right? It could be that during that period in time, you've stuck to plan 100%. You're like, do you know what? Sod you if you think that going through this crisis is going to affect my weight loss. So you stick to plan 100%, but you still get a gain. You know that will be down to the stress. You know that will be down to sleeping pattern being mixed up. By looking at that longer term picture and zooming out a little bit and going, what's my pattern overall? That is where you can find that data. 1 week isn't enough. It really
Just
isn't.
Like some people that are having like 2 fibre choices, that doesn't always work well for people.
And if that isn't working for you, we had somebody when we were going to group, didn't we?
Yeah,
and somebody said, I've had 2 fibres and I've put on 4 pounds.
I did it for a whole week. I had 2 fibres every day. It's like, well, if that happened, change it.
I said to her, well, maybe don't have 2. Oh, well, they said I can have 2. Yeah. You can have 2. But it might be that your body doesn't work best on 2. It may be that if you were relatively consistent before and coming in in a month, you were losing a steady 3 pounds or whatever it was over that month, and you were having a little bit up and down, but you were doing that with 1 fibre choice.
That's it.
Stick to 1 fibre choice.
I don't
Just
think
because you can have 2 doesn't mean you should have 2. It doesn't mean that 2 will work with your body. And it's the same with calorie counting. Yeah. If you're calorie counting and you've lost weight consistently on 1,600 calories, great.
It's like some people...
if the doctors then say, oh, but you can have 1,800, and you start having 1,800 and your weight plateaus or goes up, take it back to 1,600. Go back to what works.
I was just going to say that, like I say, for people like me, I can't eat too many eggs if I have loads of eggs. And some people can eat lots of eggs. Yeah. Some people can eat lots of eggs.
Doesn't affect me at all, does it? Eggs.
Yeah, you can eat lots of eggs, but me, no.
And there's a couple of other things as well, and we'll wrap this up very shortly. But a one-off special occasion, you wanted to mention this.
Yeah. That if you think now that you're on Slimming World that you can't go out and have a meal out, I think,
or other day,
a special occasion, a birthday, going out, I don't know, you have a lot of family celebrations and stuff like that, and oh well, we're going to that restaurant. Oh well, I can't go and eat there because I can't work out how many swips my meal might be or whatever. In that instance, I would just have a meal off plan, go enjoy yourself, try and make good choices, enjoy it, and after you've had that night out, just get straight back to planning.
Well, it isn't even really being off plan, is it?
No,
that's the thing.
But you've still got to live. It's got to be something you can manage.
Yeah.
And if you don't have the odd occasion where, if you want to go out and have a meal out and your family's all going out and a big get together or whatever it is, if you don't have that, even if it's a 3-course meal, and make good choices, have something you enjoy, because you're probably not going to go there all the time. So enjoy it, and then as soon as that evening's over, get straight back to it.
Or let's say it's Valentine's Day and you want to have a glass of champagne with your other half to celebrate the day. Have it, enjoy it.
Yeah.
Recognise you may well get a little gain if you've had 2 glasses of champagne and some chocolates. You may have had a little bit of a gain, right? A little bit of a gain.
Yeah.
Over the big term, long-term picture, that don't matter. Over the long-term big picture, that doesn't matter because it will balance itself out. Yeah. A single meal isn't enough to throw off a week's worth of being on plan.
That's it.
Unless you really hit it. Where it is enough to throw it off is if that one meal leads to taking the next day and the next day and it rolling into multiple days off plan. If you go on holiday, we've often said, haven't we?
Yeah.
If you go on holiday, eat what's there. Try and be mindful. You don't want to go away for a week and put on all the weight that took you 6 months to lose, but try and be mindful. Eat as best as you can, but enjoy your holiday.
Yeah, why not?
If the only thing if you go to Disney World and the only thing you can eat, the nearest thing to being on plan is a blooming
corn dog.
Yeah, a corn dog. Then fine, have a corn dog. Don't have 3.
No.
Do you know what I mean? Have 1. Don't go for a corn dog, and then, oh, because I've had that, I'm now going to have a big double cheeseburger and an ice cream and a waffle and a... Again, it's that being mindful thing. And the thing to me that is most important, the reason that Slimming World works for me, is that restriction is a diet, right? And a diet is not sustainable.
Yeah.
A diet is not something you can do for years and years and years and years and years on end. You just can't. You will go completely potty. You'll get to the point where you go, do you know what? I have not had a cream cake in so long. I'm going to go to the shop and buy an industrial sized cream cake made for 24 people. And I'm going to devour that and then start doing this, that and the other. Do you know what I mean?
I said, well, but all your fitness people, they do the same. They will, you know, be really consistent with everything, and then occasionally they have a treat or have a something off plan, and then they get straight back to it because...
Well, look at the WWE wrestlers.
Yeah.
There's a whole load of videos where they talk about, oh, what's your cheat meal?
Yeah.
And once a week they will go, oh, I'll have a pizza.
Yeah.
It's one meal as part of their plan because it keeps them focused the other 6 days and 2 meals of the week. And it's that thing of restriction is a diet, and diets aren't long term. Diets are designed to get a few pounds off for summer. Get the bikini body. You're going swimming. You've got a wedding coming up. You want to drop a stone. Great, do that. That's a diet. Wonderful. By us being lifers, we are looking at fueling our bodies for the long term, being super healthy, giving us the best tools that we can possibly use to have a long term benefit health, to long term be beneficial to our health. Sorry, that's what we want. And the weight loss is coming off. I tried on to long story short, there was loads of coats and various things of different sizes, and a couple of them it was like, right, okay, I don't know what this size is, don't know what that size is, so I was trying them on. One of them was a medium large by, I can't remember what brand it was,
but it fit,
and it fitted. And I was like, I am in a medium. The jeans I'm in currently are a size 12. That is just blowing my mind, and they're comfortable. It's not like they're not. I can show you. They're not skin tight or anything else. They are just. Hang on. If I lean against that wall there, they're just ordinary jeans.
Yeah.
Feel quite comfortable. Size 12. That is ridiculous. Ridiculous. A year ago, I was in a size 20 trouser. All right. They're under where my tummy is, but they're comfortable. They wear away most of my jeans. It is absolutely ridiculous. Do you know what I mean? It is bonkers, but the weight is coming off. And the thing is, that's because these lifestyle changes that we are making and that Jane has made and talks about in her videos, and that we wish that everybody could make and understand the plan in that way, it's maintainable and it's consistent. And if we want to go, do you know what? It's your birthday in May, it's mine in June. Or we go, it's our anniversary in October. We might go, do you know what? Let's go for a meal. Let's have a meal out. We're able to do that. If we went to someone's birthday celebration and they were handing out glasses of champagne, you might say, I'm driving, I won't have one. And I'll go, I'll have one. I'll have a glass of champagne. How many swips is that? I don't know. I'll look it up when I get home. I'm on plan. It's consistent. One glass of champagne isn't going to wreck that. Do you know what I mean? And I think for us, being a lifer, making that mental shift from what are the scales saying this week? Oh my God, I've got to get a loss. I've got to get a loss. I'm going to get loser of the week, slimmer of the week. I'm going to get a pound off. Going to get slimmer of the month. Going to get this. Need an extra reward. Need to get my 5 stone. Need to get. Once we've taken all that pressure off by not going to group, and by saying now, better, we are better. This is just how we eat. This is what we do. We are. It's taken, I think, just added stress away. It has, because it's all about the scale, and it's all about people. Yeah, it is, and sometimes, like, you know, we'd be at group and people would be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna try and lose £4 next week. I didn't have a loss this week. I put a little bit of weight on. Bonkers. Right, next week I'm gonna aim for £4. Anyone else want to join me? It's like. But also that element of competition, to me, that isn't healthy, because I've gone in and gone, I've been on plan all week and I might have lost £1 or I might have gained. and I've been on plan all week.
And we've eaten the same meals, and
Yeah.
I had a slight loss, and then yours
Or
was
you've had a
different to
big
me,
loss and
or
I've had a
whatever, or
gain.
yes, is
Because we're all different people. So what
Yeah.
works for one isn't going to work for someone else.
No.
And what works for me this week isn't going to work for me next week in the same way, because my body fluctuates, my body changes, all of ours do. And that is the key thing. When you're at Slimming World or at any weight loss group and you're looking at this, I've got a goal, I've got a target, I've got to hit this, slimmer of the week, slimmer of the month, what have you done? Is all of that becomes diet thinking. And as a lifer, I don't want to worry about that. I get on the scales to look at roughly where I'm headed. Where am I in my journey? Oh, I've lost another pound. Oh, I gained a pound this week.
You know,
okay.
How it used to affect me going to group is, oh my God, have I had a poop? Did I have a poop? Oh right, well, when did I last poop? Oh my
Rufus,
goodness.
it's Monday morning. Did you poo yesterday? No.
Oh, right,
Oh,
yeah.
but we've got Slimming World tomorrow. Are you going to take some? Are you going to take a bit of lactulose today?
I know, right?
Or well, did you poo Saturday? Oh yeah, the big poo on Saturday, little poo on Sunday. Oh, well, you should be okay then for tomorrow.
I've got a chart in the bathroom with tickets.
Yeah, but that's for me because of health issues. I need to.
But
make
still,
sure
that was always. I
in the back of your mind,
still, I still have the things that I normally get weighed in, or go to Boots, get on the scale there. But that stress from, the pressure that you have from going to group, I feel so much better for not going, to be honest.
Yeah.
A lot better. A lot better.
Yeah, absolutely. So here endeth the sermon today. But if you would like to join us and become a lifer, where you change the mindset from, I'm doing this week in, week out to lose weight this week, to I intend being healthy for the next 30 years. Yeah. And that doesn't mean you can't have cake or you can't have whatever it is that you want. But it's being mindful, and it's trying to bring in this idea of, if I am living a healthy lifestyle, I can have the occasional food that isn't healthy, the occasional unhealthy food. That isn't a treat for me. My treat at the moment is red apples, or what Brayburns I'm liking at the moment, Cox's. Or my treat at the moment is an apple, because I love the crunch, I love the taste, it's juicy, I love it. The idea of swapping that for a chocolate bar? No, thank you.
The M&S pears that I picked.
Oh, they were lovely. Nice, they were really, really nice, actually.
Pears,
Also, my M&S organic prunes.
Yes.
That's a treat for me.
Well, they rehydrated
partially
rehydrated
prunes. Really delicious. Yeah. I don't think of beige food, fat food, cake. That isn't a treat anymore, because it's not what I want to eat. No. I can eat if I want to. It's not what I choose to. I choose to try and fuel my body as healthily as I can. And don't get me wrong, I've got diabetes, I've had bladder cancer twice, I've got this going on with my eye, you name it.
So
we've got health concerns. I'm not exactly running a marathon any day now.
But we don't do things perfect. We're not like, we just, everyday people just do the plan. And, we have ups and downs with the plan, but over everything, we just consistently make those little steps forward, and so that the weight slowly comes down, and that's all anybody should want. There's no rush, there's no race with anybody else. No, it's just.
And we accept if there's a gain, we accept it, because we know we've been on plan.
That's it. Yeah.
If when it comes to birthdays and anniversaries or special occasions, if we then go out and go off plan, or we have a meal that isn't easy to count, then we'll accept that result of whatever it is, because we know long term, if we gain 4 pounds that week because we've had, I don't know, a big pig out meal, we went away for a couple of days and there wasn't any Slimming World food, we know we'll get that weight off again. Whether it's in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, it doesn't matter. This isn't a race. We're not in this to go, let's lose the weight as quickly as we can, and then once we've lost the weight, we can eat normally again. This is normal. This is normal. It really is. Anyway, enough from us. Let's go back to the chat.
I said,
let us know your thoughts in the comments, by the way. Are you a lifer? Do you want to be a lifer?
Well, I said, I like when we do pizzas, and I used to get the Weight Watcher. I used to get the Weight Watcher wraps, And we used to make pizzas on the Weight Watcher wraps, and they were so small.
Tiny.
It's like
Tiny
it was
little
never
pizza.
anything like a regular pizza.
No.
But
did you see on the Losers Club on Facebook, Karen made a calzone? Sorry, I just had to tell you that. Go on, pizzas.
What?
Karen made a calzone pizza out of a Slimming World wrap.
Yeah.
And it looked amazing. But yeah, go on. So you were talking about, we used to have the Weight Watchers pizzas with the Weight Watchers wraps, and they were tiny.
It was tiny.
Yeah. And now we have...
Now it feels more like a regular pizza, because I think the Slimming World wraps are bigger.
Yeah, they are.
And they hold together really
A whole
well.
big plate.
Where the Weight Watcher ones, once you put them in the oven, they'd go a bit... They'd break up
Yeah,
once you try
soggy and
cutting
not very
them.
good.
Yeah. So you feel like you're actually getting more when you make a pizza out of the Slimming World ones.
You do. Oh, my phone is going.
Scammers.
Scammed. But the thing I was going to say there is that we've got 2 wraps in the fridge left.
Yeah.
We could do a calzone.
Good.
We could. Not tonight, but we could make a calzone. And the thing is, by doing things like that, and especially the Fake Away recipe book, we love this new one. We love the other one as well. We're not depriving ourselves.
No.
We're just not having the fat and the grease and the crap.
That's it.
Delicious, isn't
I
it?
said even when we go out, if we ever go out, it's kind of like I don't even want cakes or like even if it's just one portion or cheesecake slice or...
We go to Costa, don't even look, do we?
There's just too much sugar in those things, and that's what gives you, you know, a boost of energy, but then all of a sudden then you have a crash afterwards kind of thing, and it's like, you know, the withdrawal from having all that sugar, and then, yeah, I would rather come home and have a really nice fresh bowl of fruit pieces and something really nice.
Karen Duar says, I got my Fake Away book today from the Empress. Fabulous. I will let Jane know. She has sent a message actually, Jane. Hang on. Let me go to the phone. I've got to lick my finger now because my fingerprint scanner doesn't read it. She says, excellent topic. For me, the biggest change was stopping the mind games and the old on plan, off plan.
Yeah.
Conning myself that I was following the plan. Yeah, exactly. Because we are on plan the whole time. If you have a meal that's a few more swips and isn't home cooked the Slimming World way, but you're having a meal out, that's part of being on plan. Mm-hmm. Being off plan is when you're eating everything crap for weeks and days and months on end. That's where you're off plan. Yeah. We live this, and if it means we want a meal, we might even at some point
trying to trick yourself into thinking that is the plan, just eating everything like, you know, only certain types of things long term you wouldn't stick to.
No. And the thing is, I was about to say we might go to Whitby someday and get fish and chips, but I don't think I want the chips. I would like a piece of Whitby fish again because it was delicious. I don't need the chips. A bit of fish, maybe even a bit of fish between us would be delicious.
That's it,
and again, part of plan. You googled the spice you talked about in your car. Good old Amazon. I know we found it on Amazon. It got delivered today, didn't it?
In the shop, I think in Tesco's it was on Sainsbury's, but when I looked them up, you paid more, so you paid nearly £3 in some of the shops for, I don't know if it was like 20 something or 30 something.
You said it was 35
grams or something like that. And
Waitrose.
on Amazon it was 100 grams for like £2.10 or something like that.
Yeah.
So I bought it on Amazon.
Yeah. Janet says, everybody's saying that Janet's going to enjoy her retirement. And Dormouse said, oh, Janet, you'll wonder soon how you had time to go to work.
I know, right?
And Janet says, thank you, Dormouse, as Lisa would say, I know, right? Laura and Kath like going to their tip shop. They really do.
They do.
Hang on. That is what you find changing, I said then. Challenging. You want stuff sorted and out the same day. Daughter wants you to hold on to it so she can sell it. Her way feels like zero progress made, just moved around. Yeah, I get that. Rachel says, you're watching from your hospital bed. Cellulitis has come back. You've had 3 operations. Rachel, I'm so sorry to hear that, my darling. I can't say anything that's going to make you feel better, unfortunately. I wish I could. I wish I could wave my wand and make it better for you.
Antibiotics are your best friend at the minute.
Yeah. you're in the right place is
Yeah,
all I can say,
that's
my
it,
darling. Get looked after. Like, everything else will come afterwards. Get healthy, concentrate on yourself, and enjoy all that delicious hospital food.
Some actually hospital
I know,
food. Some
I know,
of them,
right?
some of them are okay.
I know,
You
right?
just-
It's a lot
yeah.
better than it used to be.
Yeah, oh, yeah, definitely.
Not used to be like school dinners, boiled
And
cabbage.
when you get it, it's normally so hot you can't eat it straight away.
That's good then.
I know, right?
That's good then.
It's piping hot.
Everybody's saying good luck to Rachel and wishing Rachel all the very best.
So when my mum was in hospital, literally you would have to wait 5 minutes or more once you've opened your food because it was so hot.
Yeah. Audrey says that she's just discovered Heinz Seriously Good Light Mayo, 60% fat, 2 swips per tablespoon. Where's the one that we get from? Lidl, Lighter Than Light. It's really nice.
No, it wasn't. It was in Aldi.
Sorry, Aldi. Lighter Than Light.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it, because Lidl only had the
And
light
that,
one.
is it only a tablespoon? Is it
Half a swip for a tablespoon.
Yeah,
delicious. Stacey says, hey Lisa and Rufus, hope you're both well. Me and my mum have been very busy with planning meals for our journey. Well done to you. That's awesome. I love it when people plan. Emma says, absolutely agree with planning and writing down food. What's in the trolley will show on the scales. Exactly. Writing down what you have is key, says Stacey, to help you understand if you have problems with your process of your journey. Absolutely. Audrey, hubby and you had a trip out on Monday to look at disability scooters for him. There's a popular garden centre with a busy coffee shop. We enjoyed a bacon roll and a large fruit scone each. There you go, my darling. And then when you get on the scales this week, if you ever gain, you'll know precisely where it came from. It came from your bacon roll and a fruit scone. At the end of the day, should you not have had that? Because you're on a diet. If you're on a diet, you can't have it.
Yeah.
If you're on a healthy eating plan long term, it's a one-off occasion.
That's it. Yeah.
As long as you can handle it being a one-off occasion and for it not to be a trigger food, then
that's it. It's all good then, isn't it?
That's good. And if you gain a pound or two this week, so be it. You chalk it up to a scone and a bacon roll in a lovely garden centre in spring with your hubby.
It's weight management, isn't it?
It is.
So as long as you know what you're doing, that's it.
Yeah, you can. You can have a look online at the menu of the pub or restaurant. You can do.
That's right.
You came home and worked out the skips, and wrote it on your planner. There you are. You see,
That's it.
That's really good. Group should be a pleasure, not a chore to go to, says Janet. 100% agree. Lisa says, you left Slimming World 10 years ago because you got stuck at 2.5 stone loss. You've gained that back, so rejoined, and now you're back to where I was 10 years ago. Lost 2.5 stone, now you're stuck. So how are you stuck? What is happening? Let's unpick it then, Lisa. You say you're stuck. Have you looked at maybe your portions? We certainly, as we've lost weight, we've slowly, naturally, in a lot of cases, made smaller portions because our tummies are smaller. Yeah. So our point of satiation, which is something we're beginning to learn about now, is less than it would have been a year ago. We need less food to feel as full.
So a bit
because
like,
there's less of us to feel, if that makes sense.
If we were going to have, say, you know, the rice, the microwave rice pouches that you buy in the shop, at one time we would definitely have one each.
Yep.
But now our weight's gone down quite a lot. Sometimes if we're going to have a meal, we'll just have half a pouch between, like each. We'll have half each.
Absolutely.
Out of a pouch. And then obviously put loads of vegetables on the side and then whatever else is going with our meal. But rather than, and I think I even when I did that, I never felt like I was missing out or not having a lot or...
No, and we still, I still cook a lot of vegetables. When we're having vegetables, we have a large plate full and a lot of that is veg.
Yeah.
And if I eat it all, so be it. There's hardly any calories in broccoli. Do you know what I mean? But when it comes to portion sizes, we are a little bit more aware. Our plates, we went from big plates to slightly smaller plates. We're not eating off little tiny saucers. No. We're eating still off dinner plates. Yeah. Our dinner plates are fairly full. It's no longer full to the brim as it was, but it is a full plate of food. We are in no way going hungry. We are in no way at all having small portions of food. We like our food. Yeah. We like a large amount to feel full. What we've now started doing though is realizing that what we need to feel full is probably less than we thought it was. And that's the key change recently.
In your mind, I think you can keep doing like, it's like being on autopilot. You're doing the same thing repeatedly over and over and putting food on your plate every evening for dinner.
Yeah.
And it's even every now and again, we still catch ourselves going, oh, actually, I can put this much on my plate. And it's like, no, that's just too much for me. And we have to like, oh, yeah, oh, that is a bit too much. Maybe we'll put a bit in a container that can go in the fridge.
Yeah.
And we have to do things like that as well. And sometimes, you know, it does catch us unaware and we're like, oh, look what I'm doing. Look how much I'm putting on my plate. Oh, no, I'm not going to be able to eat all of that. So, but I said, we still do it.
Yeah. And it is one of those things that, again, if you are stuck and you've hit that plateau point,
changes.
Make a few changes, but also forget that that's where you are. Right? Because we can self-sabotage. I had a thing, I can't get this particular award, and it took me a long time. Was it my 6? I think it was 6 stone.
Yeah.
It took me, I had it, I lost it, I had it, I lost it, I had it, I lost it. It kept going backwards and forwards for the longest time, for about 4 months. And basically, I just had to, in the end, to go, sod it. I don't care about the award. If I get it again, I get it. If I don't, I don't. I'm just going to eat the way we eat. I'm just going to keep working on it. At the end of the day, if you are stuck where you've lost 2.5 stone and you can't get any more weight off, have a look at changing the plan slightly. It may well be that you need to
go for more speed.
Go for more speed.
More speed veg, more speed fruit. Like I say, we tend, like I say, we have a bowl of fruit every day. At one point, we used to have like a whole cereal bowl full of fruit. Now we have about half of it. Most days about half.
If that.
But I normally will go for fruits that are like watermelon or any of the melons, and then we'll have so we'll have the berries and stuff with rather than the free food fruits.
Yeah.
So it's just making a few swaps might even help. Like I say, going for like lots of green veg and stuff, and like carrots, and not having as many free food as in your vegetables.
And also try and be a little mindful about, are you actually full up yet? Because again, we can quite happily eat on autopilot and not realise.
I eat really quick, so
you do.
I now limit how much goes on my plate, because I know if I eat it all and I eat it really fast, I can eat it quicker than my body catches up with me to go, oh, actually you're full now.
Yeah.
So
it's like your stomach keeps sending out little soldiers, messengers going, I'm full up. But every time it gets running up up to your brain, it gets hit by another mouthful of food.
And as much as I will try and, let me try and eat slower,
you can't.
I can't do it, because I don't know if it's just part of autism, I have no idea, but I still eat really quick. So I eat my dinner and I'm like, if my plate is over full and piled up, I feel, I've eaten way too much.
Yeah.
So by putting a little bit less on your plate, and if you cooked a bit more, put a bit in a container, let it cool down, put it in the fridge. If you really wanted any more, you could always get it, later on if you want a little snack, or you're hungry then. And just put a little bit less on your plate, because that's what I do now. And like I say, over time, that really has worked for me.
Yeah. Audrey Shaw loves pink lady apples.
Yeah.
So that's your apple of choice at the minute. Stacey loves pink lady apples as well. Audrey says, you're a lifer. That's it. You make a stuffed crust pizza using string cheese as your healthy calcium and the Slimming World wrap as a healthy fibre. That sounds amazing. Stacey's been cooking with JD seasoning. We've got some of that, have we?
Yeah,
something similar.
Yeah.
Dormouse loves that. Use it for so many things. So sprinkle a Cajun one on salmon. Oh, I love Cajun spice. Yeah. Let me have a look.
But I said at one point as well, if you're someone like, for a long time, we have a pot of yogurt, and we don't just have like one of the little Muller pots or the Muller lights. We will have like a 450 or 500 gram pot of yogurt. And at one point, I would have one every single day. A
Whether
whole
you felt
pot,
like you needed it or
the
not.
whole pot, whether I needed it or not. And I would eat it, have my bowl of fruit, and then I will have my big pot of yogurt. But now I've got to, like I say, where I am now, but weight-wise, now I have reduced it down. Occasion, maybe 1 or 2 days, I might have the whole pot, but all of the other days I will have just half the pot now. So I will empty half out into a couple of little containers, and make sure I put it on the scale, so I've got half that day and half the next day, and I will just have that. So I've then realised, was I happy with that? Yes, I was. Perfect. It made me realise that I didn't need the whole pot every day.
Yeah.
And it's just things like that, little things where, you know, if I know when I have my treats and my things like in the evening time and my swips, I will go, right, if I take all of this and go sit down and just put it next to me where I am, where I'm going to have it, that's what happens. If I go, do you know what? That's what I started doing with my yogurt. I would have my yogurt and take the whole pot. I said, I'm going to put half in a container and I'm going to put the other half in another pot and put it in the fridge. If I want it, it's in the fridge. And do you know what? I don't go back to get it because I don't need it.
No.
And if it's in front of me, I just literally, I will autopilot and I will just eat it all.
Yeah.
And go, oh, I'm a bit full now, but oh, it was nice. But
So-
did I need it all? Probably not.
So Lisa says that you're okay with portion size and sticking to plan all day. It's the cravings in the evening. You find it hard not to give in the more time goes on. Then our number one piece of advice, if you don't plan on eating it, don't buy it.
Yeah.
That it is literally that simple. It might be, hang on 1 second. Sorry, it might be that you've got people in the house that are eating it. In that case, you might have to do what I've asked you to do a few times.
Mm-hmm.
Put it away. If you bought something for the doggo,
Put it somewhere else.
put it somewhere that I can't find it.
Yep.
Or I can't see it. I know if I go hunting, I'll find it,
Yeah.
but I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
If it's in the cupboard, when I open the cupboard door and there's a tin of biscuits there, I'll eat the tin of biscuits. So therefore, let's not put the biscuits in the cupboard.
But I
Sorted.
said also one of the things I do is because of the exact same reason that you're talking about, like, you know, things that you would eat at a certain time of day or go looking for because you have cravings. I don't eat for the busiest part of my day. Whatever routine you want to get yourself into, say if you go, right, I want to not eat first thing in the morning and I don't really do breakfast, so I'm going to start eating, have my eating window from this time to this time. So I don't do breakfast anyway, and I don't really do lunch, so I have my food starts in the evening time, and after
Normally
three
about 8:30,
after
isn't it?
3 to 4
8:30.
after 3 to 4 days of whatever routine you get yourself into, your body adapts. So if you go, oh right, I used to eat breakfast, oh right, well I've stopped eating breakfast now, your body might complain a little bit, but sometimes if you just have a glass of water and have a good drink, sometimes that's all you need to get you past that first bit. But once you've gone 3 to 4 days, and if you can cope with eating and changing your times when you eat, usually, like I say, your body catches up with you and gets into that routine, and is normally very, like I say, my body's been perfectly happy with how I eat now. And the times when I would go looking for food that I shouldn't eat, I now eat my yogurt and a bowl of fruit at that time of night because of it. And if I then have a little pot of hummus that I make at home. I keep in a jar in the fridge. I do a little scoop of hummus and some carrot sticks, some little thin carrot sticks, battens that I do.
And the devil's food.
And some little bits of celery and things like that I enjoy. And I will sit there and just eat my hummus and that, and it's completely on plan.
It is.
Not, you know, I sometimes add a little tiny bit of mango curry sauce to it, and obviously I swip that. But if I didn't add that to it, it would just be something free on plan, and it would be something I might have had as if it was a lunch.
Yeah.
For me.
Right. What I'm going to do is, hopefully that's a little bit of advice. Oh, Lisa, hang on. I've dropped the keyboard.
To eat at times, like I said, those things save something that you might have eaten earlier in the day for the time when you go craving and looking for something.
Or get something, make yourself a snack box.
Yeah.
And put in there some, if you like fruit, if it's a sweet thing you're craving, put in some melon, cut up some melon,
nice
cut up some strawberries, a handful of blueberries, some apple or banana, whatever it is. Cut it all up, all up into slices.
Pieces.
Put it in a little Tupperware box. Make that up during the day while you're not really particularly hungry. Put it in the fridge. That way you go, oh, I really want something. I really want something. I really want something. Go and get that little pot, and with your fingers, not with a spoon, or if you get a spoon, make it a teaspoon, and eat, and just enjoy it and go, oh, I'm really loving this. I will sit of an evening, if I'm doing editing or if I'm Legoing or if I'm just mindlessly scrolling to wind down, and I go, oh, I've got my fruit bowl. I won't get a big spoon and eat it like a pudding like you would. No. I literally use my fingers and I'll pick up a single blueberry. Oh, that's really nice. And a piece of strawberry. And I'll be quite happily, as if it's a bowl of popcorn.
At one time, you used to do like your little gherkins.
If it's savoury you're after, go for pickles because they're whip-free, sin-free, and they are speed. So gherkins, pickled onions, maybe some crab sticks or bits of beetroot. If you've not had your cheese allowance yet, cut your cheese, weigh and measure your cheese and cut it into little cubes, little nibble of this, little nibble of that, if you like your gherkins.
If you're someone that's still on to healthy extra like calcium, you could use one to have as cheese and one for milk coffees. For your drinks and whatever.
Exactly. Right, I'm going to, Rufus, going to run to the bathroom because I need a wee. So I'm going to press this little magic
I'll be pausing for
button.
A second.
I can pause if you want to.
Yeah, just pause for a second.
Okay then.
We'll have a pause for a second for a toilet break.
Hang on. I pressed that. I didn't mean to press that.
I need the toilet in a second as well.
Okay, hang on then, everybody.
We're going to have a toilet break for a second.
This is intermission, so we're going to run for a loo because I really do need a quick wee. So everybody, we'll be back in a couple of minutes. Go for a wee, have a break, grab a coffee. We'll be back in about 2 minutes' time.
We will.
I think.
Just a minute. Yeah.
No, that's still not paused. Right, if you're going to go now. And we
Are back.
are back again. We're back. All right then, everybody. It is time to weigh in. If you haven't done already, I know I did just play the little video, but if you haven't done already, it is time to let us know if you've jumped on those scales. It is time for the weekly weigh-in. Okay then, so let us know in the chat if you have weighed in. Thank you very much for bearing with us while you nick to the loo. Let us know if you've weighed in. Let us know what the result was, whether you've lost, whether you've gained, whether you've maintained. And really importantly, let us know how you feel about it. Because you may have had a £4 gain, but you may be thrilled with that because you went out on Wednesday because it was a friend's birthday, and then Thursday you were out for lunch, and Friday you went out and you unexpectedly had cocktails, and then you had a meal out, and then you had, you know, pudding, and then Saturday it led to drinks out and you had a big slap, whatever. You might be really happy with £4 on. You might be devastated with a £1 loss. Let us know how you feel with whatever the scale said if you have weighed in.
Yeah.
Right then, do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
What?
I've lost my piece of paper now. I weighed in first, so do you want me to go first? Oops, there we go. Right then, so as we said, we've been on plan this week. Rufus has been away doing the do's, so I have been here on me Todd. Now, in days gone by, that would have been quite a big trigger point for me. I would have gone, oh no, Rufus isn't here to monitor me. Not that you do,
No.
but oh no, Rufus isn't here, therefore I'm going to eat whatever I want. And this time round, I'm not doing that. Purposefully not doing that. So last week I weighed in at 16 stone 11 pounds. Sounds a lot, but my BMI was 30 point something. Anyway, last week I lost £1. Happy with that. I'm 18 pounds to target. This week I weighed in yesterday at 16 stone 8 pounds. I lost £3, which means my BMI is now being calculated at 29.6. My BMI is under 30 for the first time in at least a decade, if not longer.
And I gave you the clap.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Hang on, hang on. Where's the button? There's the button. Press the magic doodah, and here we go. Yay! I get the clap. I know, don't do that.
No.
So I lost £3, which is ridiculous. Which means I am now 7 stone 3.5 pounds down, which means I am 15 pounds to the target that I set with Slimming World. I actually want to lose a bit more than that, but I am 15 pounds to that target. That is bonkers. That is 1 stone and 1 pound away from my target. 7 stone 3.5 pounds I have now lost. I am amazed by that. I am very, very happy with that. I wasn't expecting it. And so, yeah, we'll see. I ate the same food this week as I did last week when I lost £1, and the week before where I maintained, and the week before where I gained £1. So, you know, when I look at the last 4 weeks, I am a net loss of £3 in the last 4 weeks. I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
That's good. Don't have a problem with that at all. I think because we are now lifers, if I look at it week by week.
How did you have? Oh, yeah, 4 in the last.
Yeah. So look,
weeks, then.
I gained £1 4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Then I maintained, so I was still £1 up. Then I lost £1, so I was back to where I was, and now I've lost 3. So overall, it's like tickling along. Happy with that. Really, really happy. So then, yay for my result. Again, didn't overeat. Happy with what I've done in the last few weeks. Happy with the pattern and just toddling along. All right then, let's have a look at the chat. So how have you all done? Hang on. You use a cocktail stick to eat your chopped apple at night. It takes longer to finish it. That will drive me bonkers. I do slice my apple into at least 16 slices because I cut it into 4 and then cut each of the wedges into 4 once I've taken the core out. But I couldn't eat it with a cocktail stick. I'd go absolutely bonkers. Da 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 da. Da, 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 da. Is that Perlindine? Computer, what is the Pearl and Dean? No, let's not, because it will get our channel struck. Anyway,
according to Wikipedia,
computer,
Pearl and Dean
computer,
is a British...
stop. Back in a flush. Oh yeah, that's funny. Janet, you lost £1. Well done to you, my darling. You get a pound, or is that 11? I think you mean a pound. If you lost 11, that's bonkers. If you lost £1, well done, my darling. Stacey, you lost £5.5. What? And your mum lost £4 this week. What have you had amoebic dysentery? Have you been poorly this week? What's been happening? That is incredible amount of weight loss. Smurfy, you lost £2 this week. That's £4 down since you were last here, and down a stone zone. You're over the moon. That is phenomenal. Well done to you, my darling. You get the clap. We don't know. I don't think it's playing out, Rufus. So no, I'll have to. We'll have to get this properly looked at again at some point. I'll have to go through and work out what isn't happening, because it's not doing anything.
Is it that one then?
Yeah, nothing happening there. Look. But when I bring this up, there's nothing on there either. I know, it's a shame, but there we go. Oh no, that's the microphone that's on that one now. Why did I just do that? Hang on. Everybody can still hear, so that's good. Right then, there we go. I need to I'll sort it. I'm not going to sort it on the live stream, am I? That's exactly what I was trying to do. Right then, Dormouse, you had a £1 gain purely due to the amount of stress and more added tonight and not eating enough. You're weary, but we'll keep on going. My darling, drop me a message. I hope everything is okay, my darling. And yeah, just keep plodding forward. A £1 gain, that's not a lot. That's not a lot at all, my darling. It's something that you know full well you've lost plenty more than that in a week being on plan in the past. You can lose that again. It's just a fluctuation.
Yeah.
Don't let it get in your head. Don't let it get in your head. Audrey, you had a very surprising result, a loss of £2.5 and Slimmer of the Week. My God, you do get the clap. Clap. Well done to you, my darling. That's awesome. You see how that little mindset, that little jig that you gave your head a couple of weeks back, where you were like,
give yourself
a wobble?
Yeah.
See how that's paying off? You're doing amazingly well, Audrey. I'm really, really, really happy for you, my darling. Sim of the Week is awesome. Shen,
if you ever go to be naughty, you put your own hand out and stop it.
I know, right? Shen London, you lost £1.5. That's awesome as well. You get the clap. Belinda, you gained £0.5, still well within your target range. Well done to you, my darling. That's awesome.
Weight management.
You get the clap. It is weight management.
Weight management.
Oh my God! Hang on. Right, everyone's saying well done to me. Forget that. Debbie's World, you lost £1.5, but super mega importantly, hang on, let me do this. I still need to get these finished. I haven't done it, have I? Because we were busy this week. But we have got one of hang on, where is it? It's gone. I've lost it. I've lost it. It's here. There we go. You've got one of these 5 stone award. Debbie, that is bloody brilliant. And you also dropped to 29 BMI like me. Yes! That is awesome. Oh, well done. Well done, Debbie. That is friggin' awesome. Well done. You're 5 stone, Debbie. That
It's
is
not
amazing.
Not far though. So was it when your BMI goes down to less than 25?
Yeah.
Then you're
Classed as
you're no longer
healthy.
overweight at
I
that
know.
point.
Debbie, that is seriously well done to you, my darling. You get the clap and you get the mega clap. Are you ready with the mega clap? Mega clap goes like this.
Or something.
Yay, we gave Debbie the clap. Yay,
That's
Debbie gets
what
the
they
clap.
call body magic.
Debbie's got the clap. Debbie's got the clap. Sing it loud and proud because Debbie's got the clap. Debbie's got the clap. We gave her the clap. Well done.
Good clap.
Well done.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for you, Debbie. I really am. Do you know what? I think I'm happier for other people's awards than I am my own. Genuinely. I feel like we've got Debbie that by doing the walking every day with her.
Yeah.
We deserve
walking,
that.
yes.
Yeah, we deserve that. Yeah. Give us a big clap.
Yes,
yeah, because we watch you doing all the walking up by the reservoir. And it's very exhausting. It is. Very exhausting walking along the canal. We watch you like that going, oh, it's raining and pouring and I'm sat here with my coffee going, oh, look at Debbie walking. We're right with you in spirit, Debbie. Right with you in spirit. Yeah. Well done. Forget all of that nonsense, but well done. 5 stone is amazing. You must be absolutely over the bloody moon. I'm telling you, that is awesome. Well done, my darling.
It's a bit far that though, isn't it?
What, over the moon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a long way to go.
No, that is awesome. Well done, well done. Anne-Marie Polly, you maintained. How are you feeling about that, my darling? Are you okay with that? Lisa Temlet, £1 on. To be honest, you were expecting a lot more after a very nice weekend being totally spoiled by your daughter. Well done to you, my love. Yeah. That is a really good result then. £1 on when it could have been so many more. Oh, yeah. Just bear in mind, sometimes it can take another week for it to hit the scales. Don't be surprised if you completely stick to plan this week and have a slight gain next week as well, because sometimes that can happen. It's just a thing that happens. But if you had a really lovely weekend being spoilt by your daughter, that is worth more than a couple of extra weeks on your long-term weight management plan. Do you know what I mean? Don't worry about that at all. Thank you, everybody, for saying well done. Karen Duar, you gained £2 this week, and you know it's come from picking at too much free food in between meals. You couldn't just eat some grapes. You had to eat the whole lot, so all your own fault. Well, do you know what? You've looked at it, you've looked at the data, and you've seen what you did. So well done on doing that. But also, grapes are one of the foods we don't eat, isn't it? Because they are really high in sugar. They are a free food, but as a diabetic, I could only have a tiny little amount of grapes each day. However, I can have a whole bowl of melon and strawberries and blueberries and other.
But I said often now we don't even have grapes indoors because of them being too high in sugars. Yeah. Even though it's natural sugar, we just don't. Yeah.
They're very high and they're very moreish, as you've discovered. So now it's up to you what you do with that information, Karen. You can make that change. Yeah. Not have the grapes because you know you're going to go nom.
Just buy in, like I say, some more speed fruits and different things, and then just have those indoors. And if you want to get grapes, just get a small little punnet of grapes, so you can get the small little ones. I said, and
cost more money for less, but again, if that will help you stay on plan, or share a punnet with someone else, like literally go, I'm going to pick up some grapes from the shop because I'll fancy some. Yeah. Split them, give them to your mum, sister, neighbour, friend, whatever.
Occasionally, when we've done our fruit and that, we'll put, occasionally I'll put, do some little packs of pineapple, if I've ever chopped pineapple up, and I will put little portions of it in bags and pop them in the freezer, knowing that I can take a bag out at a time, put them on top of our speed fruit, and then also just put a few little bits of pineapple on top.
It's like mango as well, you've done that with.
I do that with mango, so we don't chop a mango up and then have our half a mango each. I'll just put it into some little portion sized bags, pop it in the freezer, and then just take like small amounts out at a time.
Yeah. Stacey, you say you've been proper poorly last week before you weighed in. I'm so sorry to hear that, my love. I hope you're okay. Deborah, you weighed yourself last Saturday as normal, and you'd stayed the same week as the week before, which was reasonable.
Yeah.
Well done to you, my darling. That's also a good result.
It
You
is.
get the clap.
It is.
Well done to you. Everyone's saying congratulations to Debbie, who's put hearts in the chat. Well done, Debbie. It is absolutely brilliant, Audrey. And this is the thing, you can have reasonably good results depending on where you are and what you choose to do. At the end of the day, what might be a good result for you might be absolutely horrendous for someone else. As you've seen there in the chat, some people are coming with a gain, perfectly happy with that because they were expecting a lot more, or because they've, you know, had a few days where they've been eating food that isn't necessarily part of their healthy long-term plan, but you accept that. That is what you get for eating that food. That is what you get for being off plan, if you like, for that period of time. You will, all it does is put your long-term weight loss target a little bit further back, and it just means, as a lifer, if you are a lifer, it just means you've got a few extra weeks to get those pounds off again. That's all it is. It's not urgent. Unless you're doing it as a diet to get a particular type of surgery or a particular type of result for whatever reason, that is very much the diet. If you're doing it for long term, then you just keep going. Right then, Rufus, what happened when you got on the scales this week? Because we've not done your weighing yet.
Me, I got on the scales and I actually maintained this week.
Okay, that's really good. How are you? Well, is it really good though? How are you feeling about that?
Yeah, I was okay about it. Like I say, I lost 4 last week, so
you did, which was a lot.
So maintaining for 1 week is fine. Plus, I said I did feel a little bit stressed.
A little bit.
Just from the weekend.
A little bit.
I know. Just
you liar! You liar! Authentic beyond authentic health. Be authentic. You were stressed to high buggery.
Yeah, but I was just focusing on whatever I was doing at the time. So I wasn't 100% focused on what I was eating, even though it would all have been pre-planned what I was having, and it was all what?
Go on, sorry.
It was all ready, sorted out food-wise, and all of that stuff's what I was having.
Oh, again, I've just seen again, £0.5 off, and you'd be in the 14s.
Yeah, yeah.
So you'll get that this week, definitely. Yeah. That is awesome, though. Yeah. But remind everybody,
there's nothing wrong with
how much have you lost since the 1st of October 2024? So in 18 months, how much have you lost? You got it in the back of your book,
9 stone, £11.
9 stone, £11 in 18 months. So I think a one-off maintain.
Oh yeah, I'm perfectly fine with that. Like I say, it's weight management at the end of the day.
It is.
If your weight doesn't go up so much, great, that's a bonus. But like I say, it's okay to have a little pit stop every now and again, and there's nothing wrong with that. And sometimes if you do that for a few weeks and you get the same result, then look at what you're doing. And obviously I think doing the food diary, I think it's just something we're going to do every day now, because it, you know, you can see a pattern with what you're eating.
Yeah.
As to, you know, if you should make any changes and at what point. So yeah.
Exactly. And I think for you, again, I'm going to give you the clap, my darling. I gave Rufus the clap.
But yeah, no, I'm really happy about it. Like I say, I'm fine with
your other
that.
book's there, isn't it? Your black book.
Yeah, my black book.
There you go. So 9 stone, £11 in total in 76 weeks, that is. Oh no, 75 weeks. Yeah. That's really good.
Yeah, I'll say no matter, even if you have a small gain, there's no gain in, there's no shame in a gain. Yeah, there's no. Yeah, it is what it is, isn't it?
I'm going to write in there, look, maintain. There we go. And
but yeah, nothing wrong with that at all.
No, it's still absolutely amazing. Yeah. And the fact that you weren't at home for three days or whatever it was, you weren't here, you were away, you're taking your meals with you, you're taking your snacks with you, but you weren't sleeping properly. You were going to bed at a completely different time than we normally do. We're normally night owls, and you were going to bed when pretty much when your dad does, and getting up when your dad does. Yeah. Which, like a lot of people a few years older than us, tend to get up a lot earlier. So Yeah.
But yeah, it's good to not see the scale, you know, not have it go up, but when you're not fully focused on what you're doing,
Yeah.
like I said, and that's one of the reasons why we made sure food was already done before I went.
Because as
So that I don't have to
lifers,
think about that
yeah,
then, do I? It takes that out
one
of
of
the
the
equation
lessons that
then.
we learned,
Yeah.
isn't it? Years and years
Takes
and
it
years
out. You
of
don't.
trial and error. That's
Yeah.
what we've learned.
It just takes it out of the equation. I don't have to worry or think about it. It's just once I stop doing whatever, I can eat my food, and
Yeah.
that's it. Just
There's your Tupperware box, your prick and ding meal. You put it in the microwave,
Yep.
shove it on a plate, put it in the
That's it.
microwave. That's your meal, done, dusted. It's something you know
Yeah.
is tasty, something you know you're going
That's
to
it.
enjoy. Don't have
that's
to think about it.
Sorted.
Yeah. See it, sort it,
Yeah.
eat it.
Yeah. Or something.
Eat it, plan it, eat it, sorted.
And also another thing that I
I'll make
haven't
it. I'll
done
come up with something.
every week, like I say, because I'm on injections. I was before going like a few days or so, and then, you know, sometimes if I haven't been regular, I would then have something to help me go regular. And this week I haven't done that either.
We're back
so
to the poo talk.
no, but by me doing that, you know, there's no point me going on injections and then going, oh, actually, I'm having me injections to slow all my system down from pooping, and then oh well, I'll take something to correct that then. So I've just I don't feel that I need to go like every day, so I've just gonna wait until my body's ready to.
Yeah.
Otherwise, what's the point of me being on injections? No point.
And again, you're waiting for your body to adjust and
Yeah,
see where you're
that's it.
normally.
That's it. So yeah.
On that note, I do just have to say, everybody, that apologies for there being no Manjaro Monday update the last 2 or 3 weeks. It's because of everything that's been going
Your
on
eyesight
with
as well, and
my eye surgery, and it being increasingly difficult to edit, and also the what's it called, and also you being away, and all of that. So yeah. Right, let's have a quick look at the chat. Everybody's saying congratulations to Debbie or congratulations to Rufus. Well done. Audrey says, yeah, considering what you were doing, Rufus, well done. I know, right? You did it, but also I bet you gained some muscle.
Oh, yeah, probably. Just
because you were moving things left, right and centre. Absolutely. So then, let's move on to our non-scale victories, Rufus. What is your non-scale victory? I'll tell you what, do you want a couple of seconds to think about it, and I'll tell you mine? My non-scale victory is I was trying on coats and things yesterday that were a medium large, and I tried on one that was I think it was an 18, and it fitted very, very comfortably. Very bizarre. Very, very bizarre that I am down to that. I'm in a 12 jeans and a 16 to 18 top. That is absolutely bonkers to me. It really, really is. I have not been anywhere near this size in a long time. I still can't quite get my head around it. We went to the range to pick up some really useful type pot tubs, and they've got these floor length mirrors in there, and I keep having to go in and just look.
We're like gonna get.
I just
we'll
look
get
and
one at some point.
turn and stand and turn and stand. So that was. It's bonkers to me. It really, really is. It's bonkers.
Get one at some point, isn't it?
And once again, as we've got the bags of some of Rufus's mum's bits to go to charity.
Oh, we've got to go do that anyway.
I've got a whole bag, what's that bag called? Bag for life bag from Lidl, full of clothes that were mine, that again were too small.
Also going to charity,
that are going to the charity.
Tomorrow,
so lots of downsizing, and now I'm quite happy to go one in, one out with clothes like Jane does. We're doing that now as well.
Otherwise you end up like not being able to move.
Because you end up with too many clothes. And what I'm doing is a concerted effort to go, right, these jeans are now baggy. I am now in a 14 as standard. So all of my 18s have gone. I've got one pair of bigger jeans that are my light blue ones that are in the lounge that fit really comfortably. They're like mum jeans. You put them just under your boobs. They're so high-waisted, but they're so comfy. And they're at the point now where if one of the doggos jumps, they
They've
can
got-
pull them down. But as long as that doesn't happen, I can just about walk around without having to belt them super tight, and I can walk around without them falling down because they're super high waisted and they're so comfy. I know in a month or two's time, I won't even feel comfortable with them on with a belt. They'll be like baggy jeans, like parachute pants or something.
Yeah.
I know at that point I'll finally have to say goodbye to them, but I'm hanging on to them because I'm like, they're so comfy.
Comfort clothes.
Yeah. So
That's
what was
it.
your non-scale victory this week then?
I don't know, apart from just being helpful and
I think
what?
my non-scale victory for you, you were doing something the other day and you turned sideways and I saw you
What?
and it was like, I said to you, Rufus, look at your chest, because you looked, you went, it was as if you'd been at the gym or something, because you went all sort of pecs and then it wasn't even straight
it's
down, it
because
was
I
like
had one of the
in a
stretch
little
fit
bit.
tops, didn't I, on
Yeah.
one of the
And you looked
t-shirts.
pretty sculpted. And this was before hitting the gym and everything. That's still on our...
Yeah.
We'll wait until my eye's better so I can actually do things.
That's the thing. Some people, though, as you start losing weight, you do get parts of you. You know, if you've been very big, you have parts of you where, you know, your skin isn't going to bounce back. Like if you are a certain age, sometimes that happens. But there are parts of me whereas you look and you think I would have a lot more loose skin, like my stomach and places, and I don't.
No, not a lot at all.
No. So,
And the thing is,
oh,
that was... It's like we're getting used to ourselves
oh yeah, still.
in our smaller bodies. And from being... I mean, you're... I don't know how long you've been overweight, but I've been overweight
all my
since I
life,
was at
yeah.
school.
Yeah.
And so I've never had
I'm sure every
a
year.
regular type body. I've always been in a
As
plus
a
size body.
teenager, I think every year or so, I think I must have gone up nearly a stone. I think while I was really young, and it's like you see that in other people's children occasionally, and you're like, oh, you know, how are they managing? Because it's like,
It's tough, isn't it?
I think if you being an adult having problems with food, you tend to find that sometimes you're then pushing those bad habits sometimes onto the next generation in your family, and it's not trying to not do that, because what you do and what they see you do rubs off on them. So if you're eating a certain way, they often want to eat the same way you're eating, which in at the end of the day will mean that they will grow up having a lot more knowledge around nutrition and food, and possibly have a better future as they grow up.
Yeah.
Because I think if I'd have been younger and back then, I think if like my family maybe had a bit more knowledge of those things and have said to me, to just eat a certain way or don't have that's not good for you. I didn't understand what good nutrition was then.
Don't forget though, Rufus, back in the
I had
day
no
when you
idea.
were young, we
Yeah.
didn't I mean,
I didn't understand it, no.
when you were young, my darling, rationing was still in place, wasn't it?
Well, when I was born, the blackouts were still going on.
Were they?
I think so, just about. I think
What,
so.
during
Yeah.
the war?
During the war, I know, right?
Were they?
But I think I say
What?
if I'd have known.
You're not that old.
But I said my sister's, little who's now 18.
Oh, that's weird.
Does fitness, has done, swimming tournaments and all sorts of things, and won competitions and done all of this and gone to university and doing swimming and all of that now. Eats green vegetables and cooks a nice steak and eats, quite minimal, but just eating lots of greenery, and is really good around nutrition. I wish I'd have been like that when I was younger. I might not have had a history then of a lot of my life of being overweight, and it's just I didn't understand even whether It could even be down to being autistic, that I've always had a really bad relationship with food and didn't understand
we
it.
didn't know. Nobody knew.
No,
The
but
food pyramid we were supposed to eat started with
Yeah.
bread every day.
yeah, it did.
You got a bread every day.
When I was little, that we'd have either get up and either have porridge and go to school,
toast,
or you would have toast and
sandwiches
something.
at Scott at lunchtime.
Yeah, that's what
Come
I used to
home.
have. Packed
Are you having a
lunch,
bit of bread and butter
sandwiches,
with your
yeah.
dinner? Okay.
And
It was.
we
that
would
was our
have,
basics.
and then we would not just have dinner. We would always go, if you've been good and you've ate all your dinner, you get pudding
Arctic roll,
or something. And it's like,
Viennetta.
and even back, like I say, then I was overeating. So it's like,
Yeah.
if I'd have just like I say, partly it could have been because they say sometimes people that are autistic don't have a good understanding of what nutrition is, and often you either, for that, some people, due to sensory things, can either undereat because of sensory issues or overeat because you don't understand nutrition very well.
Or because you don't get that satiety
Yeah,
signal.
and you're just overeating and don't have that
Could
cut-off switch from, I'm actually full up now.
Could be.
So there's lots of things, but yeah, I wish that I'd been like that, but obviously I'm not, and I'm trying to put things in place now to correct it. So whatever you've done during your life, there's always time to make a change.
There is.
Always.
But as we've always said, though, there's still time. You can
There
make
is.
that change
Yep.
today.
Yep.
No matter how old you are.
Yep.
If you're still alive,
Yep.
there's time to make a change.
Yep.
So,
Definitely.
looking in the chat, Smurfy says, a non-scale victory for you. You started walking a few weeks ago. Where did you get to? Well, if you start walking from Leeds,
That's it.
where
Takes
we
a
are,
while.
you could get to Edinburgh in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, it might
walking
take a
every
little
day.
while.
Yeah, walk every day. Keep going. I'm joking. You started walking 2 minutes, then turning and coming back. It half killed you. Now you're doing 4 minutes before turning, and you're only slightly out of breath, extending to 5 minutes at the weekend. That's really good.
But I said,
That's
have
really
you
good.
got
That's good progress.
Have you got one of those apps, step counter type thing, so you can sort of monitor what you're doing?
Janet's non-scale victory is burning your work uniform. That is awesome. Belinda, you got
Hey,
into
Janet, you know what I do? I got a burner bin in the garden, and every time I'd gone down a pair of underwear, I went out and I did a ritual and burnt them in the burner bin.
You did.
I
You
enjoyed it.
absolutely
I
did.
bloody enjoyed it as well.
You did. Belinda, you got into an age 13 to 14 jumper, and you've gone down 2 shoe sizes from a 6 to a 4.
Yeah, surprising though, isn't it? I said, even aren't my shoes, like I say, mind you, no, minus.
Yours are pretty much the same.
Yeah,
But
no, they've gone down they did a
little
tiny
bit.
little bit
For-
because your feet shrink a little bit.
yeah, for Belinda, can I just point out, if you're wearing children's sizes, they're tax exempt, so that's why they're also a little bit cheaper. So you'll probably be saving a bit of money alongside that. That is awesome.
That's very true.
Yeah,
Do you
13
know
to
what I'm
14.
saying?
Wow.
But if it's a pair of trainers, like I say, a sports trainers, you pay about half price.
Audrey, you can feel your collarbones. Amazing. You were saying the other day that you're seeing muscles and tendons and things under your arm
yeah.
that you don't
You
normally
can,
see. Yeah. Like when I do this, you can't see it. You can see that
Yeah, a
there
little bit.
as it's moving and flexing.
yeah.
It's weird. You
It's
go,
strange,
that
isn't
used
it?
to be covered up with a layer of fat.
I know, right? That's it, isn't it?
There was still sweet rationing when you were born in the 1950s. Oh, I was
The
joking.
downside, though, of losing weight is that you do get cold quicker. When it's cold out, you know about it.
I know, we've got to snuggle for
Yeah.
warmth. Hold on, not going there. Dormouse, your non-scale victory was showing Grumpy and daughter that you're safe and can manage a week home alone. No GP or hospital required. Dormouse, I am made up for you, my darling. That is amazing. Well done for that. Just monitoring it, says Smurfy, by setting a timer on your watch. Yeah, that's really good.
That's it.
Walking down, turning round, coming back, walk for 5
Yeah.
minutes, come back. That's really good. That's really impressive.
That's it.
I'm quite limited at the moment, aren't I? I was absolutely fine the other day.
It's
Then I
just
started
because
walking.
you
I was
balance,
like,
you balance and
"Whoa."
that. Yeah, you balance.
I was doing
is not
this in
good.
the supermarket, like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm not going to do that now. I feel
But I
sick.
said but you don't realise that, you know, only having good vision in one eye and the other one not functioning properly, is that it will kind of like, it's like, say, if you get an ear infection or something, that can affect your balance as well. So anything to do with your ears, your eyes, or whatever, it can affect balance, and if you fall over and all of that stuff. So it's all, yeah.
But that is well done, though, Smurfy. That is really, really, really good. Lisa Temlet says you have twin boys. One is autistic and overweight. The other isn't autistic and very thin.
Yeah.
You do think the autism has affected his weight because he doesn't seem to know when he's had enough.
Yeah.
It can be with some people.
Yeah.
Other people can be super stick thin and autistic. There isn't a
one size fits all, is it?
No. No, it isn't, unfortunately. It's different for everybody. Horses for courses and different types of autism.
Yeah.
Belinda says, now your clothes and shoes are so much cheaper. Yeah, you save a bit. I bet you do. Bet you do.
But I say, my mum was buying, like, sometimes she would be buying, like, not just Bon Marche, but, like, Evans sort of plus size type clothes. I said, and they're not cheap. They're really not cheap, are they? It's like, and now it's like, even a pair of jeans. Before I was buying, like, they moved from, was it Evans to yours, the shop, and they would have the men's section in there, Bad Rhino. I was buying things like that before, and they would be like 50 or 60 quid. Yeah,
but you'd also be paying like £15 for a t-shirt, a plain basic t-shirt.
Yeah.
Whereas now you can nip to Asda and go and buy a plain basic t-shirt. Buy
like a medium or a large, depending on what shop. And now it's like, I don't know, £8 if that, or...
Well, it's also, I'm not being funny. I mean, you all will know by now, if you haven't worked this out already, but I have a bit of a shopping issue and I have to be very mindful of it. But when I see t-shirts like these in the sale, I know, generally speaking, they've normally got a large, extra large, which is what I'm in. And you're in a large.
So this is
quite often they don't have the 3, 4, 5 XLs that I used to fit.
It's not tight on me. I think it's quite.
It fits you loose, nicely. And when you are
down,
a
little bit of room in it.
But when you're down a little bit more, we'll go into the mediums for you. I bet you never thought that would be happening anytime soon.
Think so,
no. But the thing is, it also means that you've got more options, and we love charity shops. We love them to high heaven.
I said, now I can go in there and go, I think I've got 2 pairs of size 34 jeans to get into. I'm in I think these are 36 or 34 stretch.
34 stretch, I think.
But like I say, the 2 34s aren't stretched, so I'll be in those very soon, hopefully.
But it's also that thing, if you do go into a charity shop, there's loads in the regular sizes. When you get to the plus sizes, you're like, there's 3 tops and they're all from Bon Marché, or there's,
not your colour, or not your
this
style,
is from Shein or somewhere, a 4X from Shein, and you go, that's lovely.
It's like limited choice, isn't there? Then
there's a lot more choice in the smaller regular sizes. There really, really is, and that is again something really noticeable. Even when we've gone to Tip Shop and we've put, spent £1 on a pair of jeans.
Your fashion changes.
Yeah, I'm not being funny. Our shape is still changing.
Yeah.
We don't know where we're going to end up in a year's time.
No.
So I begrudge going and paying full prices in a shop. Mind you, I'm also a cheap bitch. That's also very true. But I do begrudge paying full price for something in a shop I know I'm probably going to slim out of.
Go buy a t-shirt in there for like $2.99 or $3.99, and then like take another couple of tops and whatever and trade that, give those in, and then get a new top or whatever, rather than going to a supermarket or somewhere else and getting them.
I'm not being funny. I hate fast fashion. It really grates on me. You go, I've got this for the season. I don't want that. I want stuff that's going to last and be, I know these are, but they're Gildan t-shirts, so they're good quality t-shirts.
But they'll last quite a while, knowing that. Yes, we've still got a bit of weight to lose, but it has slowed. Obviously, it does slow down over time, and some weeks you lose quite a bit, and other weeks not so much. But like I say, on the, if you look at the bigger picture and that, and our weight's slowly going down, I say this will still fit me for quite a while.
And I'm not being funny. When it doesn't, I'll probably nick it. because it's just a plain t-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, on all of that, my
I
darling.
could have it taken in because I do like sharks.
I know you do. That's why I got it for you. Belinda, the charity shop is your favourite brand.
is.
I love that. I love that. Yes.
We do like charity
I love
shops.
that. You never buy new, always second hand. Goes back to the jumble sale days growing up. I used to love a jumble sale. What was it? The pasting tables, the old wooden thin pasting tables
Don't
like
use
that.
them as much now, do they?
Dipping
These
down
days?
in the
I
middle,
know, innit?
full up there of woolly knitted bits, and you're like
I know, right?
doing this, trying to find the sizes you want. Oh, I
Well,
love
so if you
jumble
go down
sales
the
back in
boot
the
sales,
day.
if you go boot sales and stuff now, a lot of people have like the heavy duty table, or they have the pasting ones, and they just take a lump of wood to put on the top of it to make sure it doesn't.
Or underneath.
Or
one of the wedges like that,
they
wedging
do
it up underneath.
to make sure it don't fall in the middle with heavy stuff on it.
Janet loves the charity shops in Southport. I don't know where that is. Is that near? There's nowhere for us to get to there. Wow. Dormouse says, Smokey, I think they forget you were a nurse and 999 is an easy number to remember. I know, right? Smokey, you're a size 30-32. If what's that? If you find anything your size in a charity shop, you feel like you've won the lottery. But my darling, you're doing so much better than you were. You're walking more. You're being able to do all of that.
That's it.
It's absolutely, you're doing so well, my darling. Listen, whatever the size, I don't care. When I was a 26, 28, I didn't care that I was a 26, 20. No, I did care. Yeah. But I cared more about the fact that it was difficult for me to find clothes. I do not understand how I am in the size I'm in now. Because in my head, I still go straight to that little plus size section of the white, black, purple, whatever the colour code is in your particular shop. I used to know every single time in whatever shop. Again, my brain's not working.
There's a delay, isn't there? In like you
in Asda,
it takes time, doesn't it, for you to catch up with yourself.
But you won't get this. But in the women's sizes, there used to be like they've got the little tags at the top that tell you the size. They're colour coded. So I used to know if you went into Tesco's, for instance, it would be pale blue. At size 24. If we went into George, it would be whatever. Colour. And so I would know, I would walk in and my eye would go straight to...
It's the same, I think, as
the sale racks.
The brass section and all that as well, is it?
I'd go straight to the sale rack and look for my colour. And if there wasn't anything on the sale rack in my colour, then I'd be like, okay, let's go and have a look at the normal size. The normal sizes, the non-sale items.
No, because like I said, we've been in there and it'd be like, hold this, hold that one, hold that, and like pick, depending on the colour and that one.
Yep. So, but trust me, my friend, when I was at my biggest, my best friend was eBay for larger clothes. That was where I got a lot of my larger clothes from. I did have a few missteps where things would come, the arms would be up here on me. Can you see where that is? Oh yeah, couldn't see my finger then on screen. But yeah, so the arms would be halfway up the wrist would be halfway up my arms because it would just be too short. But yeah, you know.
Your wrist will be halfway up your arm,
The wrist of the t-shirt, the cuff.
Your wrist will be halfway up
there.
your arm.
Yeah. Anyway, Lisa Template, you've been wearing a top for years. Just recently, you've had lots of complaints when wearing it now. It's a loose fit. Must have looked awful before. I don't think it did, darling.
Lots of complaints, yes.
Compliments.
I know, you said complaints.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Lots of complaints there.
Janet says a lot of churches used to do jumble sales. I know they're all in this flog it on eBay for 20 quid malarkey
Mind
now.
you, they do that one sometimes where Brenda is. Sometimes in their
occasionally,
sometimes in their
they're all the same colour now, black with white writing. I know, I can't see it. That's the problem. Vinted is good when you're in between sizes. You bought some great items in the past. Absolutely. Belinda, you used to call it the jumble fling arms everywhere. The jumble fling.
It would be all over the bling place, wouldn't it?
It would be. Yeah. So then, everybody, it's 9:15. So much for us doing a quick and easy, straight in, straight out streams.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't quite ever go to plan.
No, I know. Because we've got such a lovely community and we want to
there's a lot of
talk with everybody.
About. There's a lot of stuff to talk about.
I know, right? There is. It's not easy, this weight loss malarkey, is it? This weight management.
Just hopefully it's helpful to, like, say to everybody and,
And did you notice, I think, did I say the L word today? Oh, I did. I mentioned the L word, Lego, but only in passing, only about my T-shirt. That's the only reason I mentioned it. I didn't mention anything else.
Yeah.
That's all going to be on Sunday.
Sundays.
Yeah, well, we do our reset
Legos.
Sunday. Don't forget, every Sunday, 3 p.m, a reset Sunday, the Sunday reset with us. If you've had a dodgy weekend and
I'm here this week as well.
You are. If you've had a game or whatever, then Sunday's your reset notification. If you just want to come and chill with us on Sunday afternoon after you've done the cooking or while the Sunday roast is in, whatever, come and do that. We will be here. We'll be filling you in on other bits of our life and what's happening. And we'll also be generally just here for a coffee and a natter. A little bit more relaxed, a little bit more chill, a little bit less structured.
And if you've been very naughty, I'll give you a kick up the bum.
I wonder what you're going to say then. I wonder what you were going to say then. I was thinking, don't say anything about spanking.
Put your hand out.
Don't say, no. But yes, whatever you are doing this week, my lovelies, have a bloody lovely week. It's spring is right around the corner. We had a really warm day yesterday. Today's a little bit cooler, and every day it gets a little bit cooler till the weekend. It's annoying, isn't it?
Warm during the day, and then it takes it away and gets bloody cold.
It was cold last night, wasn't it?
Yeah.
At one point, I was thinking, is this just because I've lost weight? I'm now freezing.
No, the temperature just drops at a certain time of day.
Luckily, Rufus is back, so I've got my hot water bottle back.
Yeah.
And my radiator, because Mr. Felix is the hot water bottle. He comes and sits right up close, and then Rufus is my radiator.
Funny though, yesterday,
snuggle up like that. Oh, it's nice and cozy now.
He crept up the bed and he just went like that, right in your face, and put his paw right in your face.
He does.
He's like,
was I asleep?
Oi, wake up! He goes.
He does. He tests it. He tests to see.
He's got a new. We put him a water fountain up now, and he just took one look at it earlier, and he didn't even look that impressed, to be fair. But hopefully he likes it because he likes running water rather than just water in his dish.
Yeah. So I'm not being funny. We must have the only pets who the dogs get steak and the cat gets filtered water.
Yeah.
Bonkers. But anyway, on that huge bombshell, we're going to go. I hope you all have a fabulous week. On plan, off plan, whatever you decide to do. Listen, it's all about weight management. Think about the long-term picture and just keep on going. Just keep plodding. Whatever happens, just keep going. Do your best in whenever you can. And yeah, remember, be happy, be healthy, be authentic.
And we'll see you next time.
You absolutely will do. And until then, when it comes to a weight loss journey, you can do it
if you